Good morning, good morning, good morning. I love you. Good morning. How are you? How are you? Okay. Actually, I'm gonna back you up. Good morning. And put this crystal in front of you so you don't fall. How are you? How are you? I had to I put my hair up. I just came home and showered. I had to work this morning. Sorry, troops. Sorry. I'm a busy mama. I'm a busy bee. And I'm freaking, I should took my work shirt off because I'm dying. I'm dying right now of heat. Let's see how far I can get with this shirt on. Hi. Hi. Hi, my little buggies. Oh, I got peanut butter on my teeth. I just had peanut butter. I had a peanut butter sandwich. Haven't had that in a long time. You know what else? You guys want to go inside? Go. So much for fixing you, right? So you don't fall. I don't know what happened there, right? I'm telling you. Hold on. I'm telling you, it's one thing. If it's not one thing, it's another. Thought I dropped something. I thought I dropped something. Okay. So. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Anywho, somebody's nesting. I was just walking down the stairs and I'm like, barefoot and pregnant. I actually miss being barefoot and pregnant, even though I'm barefoot and not pregnant. Oh, I don't know. I kind of do miss being barefoot and pregnant. Or I should just be saying pregnant. I loved being pregnant, I'm not gonna lie to you. The only part I did not like is when the breast dry up. Painful. Anywho, somebody's nesting. So that's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. I love being pregnant too. Everyone's like, get out of your freaking mind, Court. Get out of your minds. Pregnant 7 times. I had a couple miscarriages. But I might have to change my top. Let's see how far I can get without changing my top. I am in the shade. Anywho, let's do Taurus. And again, congrats on the baby that's coming. Congrats on the baby that's coming. Oh, you're gonna have an August. You'll be outdoors with the baby in August. Just keep them covered. Keep them covered. Hope I didn't ruin any surprises. Not like covered up. It's hot. Keep them in a onesie. But like keep the sun off of them, obviously. Obviously. And don't put sunscreen. They don't need sunscreen. Just keep them out of the damn sun, okay? I'm dying. All right, let's do this. All right, Taurus, mid-month. These are going to be short, right? These are not going to be long because I was like, oh, I can't get to mid-month. But I feel like with the shift, oh, and happy new moon. Happy new moon. And I feel like with the shift, I'm just going to give you a little something of what's going down with you, okay? But I got mega work in front of me. So, Taurus. Current energy for Taurus. Taurus. Yeah. No. We're going. Okay. Over. Love you. Are you staying and waiting or are you coming back?
Just like a meeting for 30 minutes, so I'm staying.
Okay. Taurus, 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 Taurus.
leggings that feel like Lululemon.
Let me see.
And they're $30.
What brand are they?
I got them at Aerie for $30.
Aries?
Aerie.
Aerie. Oh, I like those.
Yeah, they're good. Love you.
Love you. Just FYI, if you guys like the Lululemons, my daughter just picked up a pair at Aries for $30. Says feels just like the Lulus. Just figured I'd let you guys know that. Mingya, Taurus, what are we gonna start with? What do you want to start with? A dragon card? Man, what is going on? Dragon tales, dragon tales. You guys telling tales? Are you telling tales? You guys working with like folklore? Taurus. Whoa, okay. Apparently you needed a dragon card first. Green and gold dragon from Cyrus. Sirius. I would say Cyrus, my accent. It's the universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. So it's learning spiritual technology. You're like a light, like a transmitter of sacred knowledge, right? It's almost like the Ace of Wands. So it's like you wouldn't even feel this coming at you, which is great. It's just all of a sudden, it's like you're going to pick up on something and you're going to have all this knowledge and you're going to be like, what? Like that happens to me all the time, right? So it's like, did I just say that? Wow, I just sounded like wicked smart. You know, like, and it's like one of those things where it's like, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you're not wrong. You just, it's that inner knowing, it's the knowledge, right? So it's more than a download. This is more working with the universe than spirit, okay? Because there's all different levels of what you're working with. So you're definitely, you know, using your sixth sense. And I'm sorry to disappoint you if you're like, oh man, I really want to work with spirit. But right now you're working with the outer energies of the universe, which is pretty damn powerful if you ask me. It's pretty powerful. Okay. So, and then at the bottom of the deck you got the fire dragon. It's like something's being cleared. Okay, it's like getting rid of the lower energy because you're working with higher energy. So this is probably a really tough time for you right now in like all aspects. Even if you're happy-go-lucky, there's that one thing that needs to, like, it's like you're not even at your 9, you're at your 10, right? So it's like, it's just the little stuff. It's just don't worry, all right? It's the lower energy is being lifted because there's something here, whether it's work or a person, where you're gonna be super helpful, okay? It's just this type of knowledge. It's like one day you can go into work and it's like all of a sudden you want to do something differently, but it actually is going to benefit the company. So don't be afraid to be like, well, I kind of feel like maybe if we take this approach, okay? It's something like that. So Taurus, please. Current energy with Taurus. Kind of feel like these cards want to talk but don't talk. It's almost like different deck, which is fine. Let me see if I can pull one because I really like these cards. Or maybe it's like, I don't want you working with this energy right now, Court. Okay. So, challenge. And then you got wisdom. So there is some type of challenge ahead of you, but it's not anything I don't think you can't see your way out of. What's not a challenge, right? Like, for real. That's the hunter. It didn't come out, but maybe you're a headhunter. I don't know what you're doing for some company. I'm feeling work with you guys. And even it doesn't have to be work like that and just financials, but it's work. You're helping someone, something, a community. It's like, it's that type of energy. and your ancestors. So they're helping you with your memory. So this is also telling me that, which makes complete sense. It's almost like you could possibly be having dreams of, let me see what they want to tell me about this memory. You could possibly be having dreams of certain stuff, certain memories. To me, it's like, it's the bull, it's a buffalo, but it's that bull energy coming right towards you. You are in a challenge, but I don't want to hold it too close. I don't think it's like that big of a challenge. I think if anything, it would be your nerves. Okay, tell me about memory real quick. I don't even think this is happening with your dreams. I think it's, if anything, what this is telling me, see, feeling restricted, but I don't, that's not how I'm seeing it. But how I'm seeing it before I break it down this way is, you're feeling stuck, but you're not stuck, troops. Okay, it's a choice, it's a decision, it's something that needs to be talked about, expressed. I think you're struggling with memory of the past, or whatever is happening within the family, or whatever's happening with you. It's more like, why did this resurface? Why is this resurfacing? It's probably more like that, because you're not trapped. There's something happening here where it's like, you just need that like light bulb moment. And it's not even an epiphany moment. It's whatever this is, you got it. This isn't like a pity party. If you had a pity party, snap out of it. Because you're not restricting. You'd be restricting yourself. That's that lower energy that's working right now to get rid of. Like, I'm talking the lower energy to the point where it's like, look at this. I don't want to hold it too close. But it's like, you're on fire. It's like, you're so close. I mean, it's a challenge. Like, boo-hoo, troops. We all have challenges, right? Like, let's not do a pity party. See your way out. Look at it from a different perspective. Look at something differently, as if you, as you haven't before. Not, why is this happening to me? Like, no. Who gives a rat's ass? There's always something that's going to come back around, or a feeling, or a thought, or a challenge, right? Exit out. If it's not working, there's another alternative here, right? Tell me about this challenge. Tell me about this challenge. You are not stuck. Okay? Stop feeling like you're stuck. There's no way. Not when you're working with universal energy. You could be feeling an odd energy shift, but you're not stuck. It's get yourself out of this. See? It's like, mentally, go get yourself out of this. Okay? Like, there's this new opportunity. There's whether it's love, it's self-love, it's passion. So it's like, unstick yourself, because this is just your thoughts. This is, it's you keeping yourself there. But you got the right answers to get yourself out of this. You just got to be more of a bull, and never mind the whole, this is a challenge. If you got a challenge in front of you, it was set up and designed for that challenge, okay? You are more than capable to see yourself through that. Clear as day, okay? The whole cutting the cords don't really exist. I mean, they exist, but not to the point where you're at spiritually, working with the energy more than spirit right now. You've already cut those cords. Like, could there be some DNA? Could there be some residuals from a past life? Yeah, there's that type of stuff, but it's like, you're beyond that. So if you got put back into a situation because somebody came around, or certain thoughts surfaced, don't worry about it. Let it be eclipsed out, and not everything can be eclipsed out, but you work with it. You're smarter. You're smarter than the average bear, troops. Okay? So, my little Taurians. A lot of people should be able to relate to Taurus and Libra this month. Health, finances, beauty. Taurus. Taurus, my little Tauridians. And my newbies, I know it's not a Tauridian, but for court it is. Okay? You got the Queen of Swords. See, it's like you know how to be compassionate. You know how to give a helping hand when necessary. You're about to get out of, you're not even looking at the past. You're going right to the future. All right? And it's like, what this is telling me is only have that open hand when necessary. Okay? Cut out what no longer serves you. This is not somebody who's ice cold. This is somebody who's smart enough to know the difference between right and wrong, going backwards, moving forward. Clear your headspace if you need to. Queen of Swords is very logical. She's already clear. Okay? I think it's only a matter of time. If you were watching somebody, you're no longer. The opportunity is here. It's given. It could be a helping hand too. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. The High Priestess. And it was reversed, but I'm not going to read the first row as reversed. Okay, hold on. Okay, thanks for flowing with me. The two of these people are looking at each other. This is your energy. It's the High Priestess. It's that wisdom. Okay, it's you know. And even if you don't feel that spiritual, whatever's happening in your life right now, okay, it's blocking out. It's like, what's that? What is that thing online? A torrent? A BitTorrent? Or remember it was illegal back in the day? We used to download music through a torrent. That's, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Something. It's like you're smarter than that. So it's almost, that's actually my point. We used to do it illegally. Even though it's so superficial and it's so like, okay, we're only grabbing music. You know what I mean? But it's like, don't be deceiving. It's like, there's no reason. Okay? It's the truth. It's not being secretive. It's using your intuition. It's you knowing better. Okay? So this could be another energy of, I think it's you though, but it could be another energy of like someone telling you you're better than that or you're smarter than that, but you know that. It's more of a face-off. This is your challenge right here. And it's not, the challenge for you is not like, oh, using my inner wisdom and my higher being. You should always be doing that. This is more like making smart decisions, knowing right from wrong, knowing what's illegal, what's not illegal, knowing if it will get you to where you need to be. This isn't like overthinking. It's just kind of like, you know, it's the no nonsense bullshit approach. Okay? And it's like, so it's kind of adulting, and you're like really, you know. So whatever scenario you're in, okay, that's kind of what's happening with you guys right now. Because it's for you, is something opens up. So you're now the Queen of Swords. You're smart. You know how to use your intuition. So far, this is fabulous. If a challenge arises, use a different approach. Like, say for instance, me, I'm working on a new project. You know, there was just like a few different things, and it took me over an hour. And I'm like, it literally took me over an hour, and it wasn't me overthinking. It was using my logic, like wording things the right way, but using your wisdom to get your answers too, whether you think it was right or wrong, whether you think somebody, it was almost like a psychology test. It's something, you know what I mean, kind of see like where you are mentally. And it could be nerve-wracking, but don't lie. Don't be who you're not, because whatever situation you're literally being set up for right now, whether it's work or love, and I used work for instance, but whether it's work or love, it's like, you got this. You're smart. You're going in a new direction. Don't worry about it. Use the wisdom that you've learned along the way to inspire or to teach, to go in a new direction. If it takes you an hour to do something, let it take an hour. Don't stress out. Don't get frustrated, because then when you get frustrated, you get, discouraged. Who wants to be discouraged? No one. You don't succeed if you're feeling like you can't, right? But I feel like I'm just giving you examples because of the way they're looking at each other. So I thought it was a smart idea of me to give you that example so you kind of know where I'm going with this right now. Okay? So, Taurus, you know what to cut out and what not to cut out. You're smart. You got the devil, you got the lovers and the devil. Wow, you got 3 major arcana back to back to back. So an important decision, right? It could be with a Cappy, Gemini, Pisces. This would be that restriction. This would be that challenge. Because you're free. You're free to make your own choices. I don't know if you were necessarily happy about what went down, because the devil's looking at all this, but you're looking clear as day. Like, I'm not going to be put in a relationship like that. Like, nope, there's definitely multiple people here, whether it's work or love. It's just an important decision. It could be a universal connection too, and it's basically saying, you know better. Something may have to wait, especially if something's toxic. Okay. I think the challenge hasn't quite hit you yet. It's borderline. Let's get one more before I clarify. This, that's too many. This devil too could be a contact. Got the 4 of Wands. A contact to a new foundation. 2 4s. I just saw two 9s earlier. There's something going on within the household too that's kind of like topsy-turvy. But this can also be saying you're going towards an excellent foundation. You got 2 4 6. Well, not 2 4 6, but I'm looking at the 2 people. To me, you're probably dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and a Pisces, or a Capricorn, Gemini. Okay, and it's like you know something, whether it's toxic or not, whether it's good or not. There's or going in a certain direction. Okay, there is some type of lover situation that is coming if you're not already presented with it. But look at all these people. I forgot to show you. Look at all these people. 2, 2, 2. So to me, it's like, kind of hang in there. Whatever it is you're going through, hang in there, whatever this challenge is. But I feel like this challenge is like melon voided. I don't know why. I feel like it's like whatever it is has been petty. There's much bigger something to fry in the frying pan, whatever that terminology is, right? It's like something fresh, frying something fresh, getting rid of the crumbs. I don't know what that's about. So it can be happy. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. What is that? Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Now these I'm taking reversed or upright so I can get a better idea. It's the Wheel of Fortune. See, there's something going in your direction soon. It's from Spirit. This could be a divine connection too. Maybe you were in something toxic and it's like, I'm going to hook you up because you need a solid foundation. What you were in was no good. You were working with lower energy. It's time to work the higher vibe. Tell me about the High Priestess. So this is, to me, this is a divine hookup, whether it's work, love, relationship, a move. It's something, yeah, see, coming out of anxiety. You're not so stressed, and if you are, please stop worrying about it, because there is something very divine here. Very, very divine. Whatever it is you were going through or are going through as of right now, something's going to go in your direction. There's no need to stress out about what it is you've been stressing out over. Tell me about the lovers. Tower wanted to come out, but tell me about the lovers. Tell me about the birds and the bees and the something in the seas. Someone could be dealing with a sailor. I'm put by the sailor man, or it's like toot toot, have strength. Somebody's on the freaking train. Someone's dealing with freaking Thomas. Like, let Thomas go, okay? Let the petty go. Something went down, okay? But do not let it get the best of you. It's whatever you're holding on to. Secrets could have been exposed, or you know something needs to be exposed and it's not. Let it go. Don't you want a real man in your life or a real woman? Enough with the freaking PBS characters, okay? Let's get them off my board. And I know it's hard, but it's okay. Sometimes you got to break that routine. You got something coming. That's great. Something had to have been toxic. No good. Stop thinking about it, right? You probably want a new start, and it's not happening. But it's because it's not meant for that start to go down this way. Honest to God, though, think about it, guys. How many times have you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend in the back, like way in the back? Think about your boyfriend you had 10 years ago or 5 years ago, or depending on your age. You know what I mean? You got through that breakup, right? You thought it was the end of the world, like, oh my God, like, like, nah, you got past it, right? You had a connection with that person too. Don't be like, oh, it's just this one. This one's just extra special because now all of a sudden in this generation we have the terminology of freaking twin flame bullshit. You thought your end was world ending. You thought your world was ending with each and every freaking breakup. Okay, so let Thomas go on another freaking track, please. All right, because PBS is supposed to be an educational channel. All right, it's to grow up with good education, not to choose what you know is no good for you because you need that comfort. I get it, guys. But whatever you're holding on to that's petty, let it go. Let it go. It is time for a man or a woman to enter your life. That's the type of foundation you want. What type of foundation do you want to choose? Ultimately, it's up to you no matter what anybody says to you, right? You're going to choose whatever it is. But hopefully there's thousands of people I can help to see that it's not worth it. The only thing that you have to struggle to get through is the sleepless nights, the lack of a companionship, if that's what that is. But something's going in your direction. There will be some type of solid foundation coming, whether it's with this person or not. But I'm telling you, if it's this person, it's not right this second, because it's like you or this person is still holding on to something that's petty. Freaking boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. All right, who wants to coddle? We don't have time for pacifiers and freaking binkies. Frig that. Cut that shit out of your life. You won't get nowhere. Tell me about the devil. To me, I think you're about to meet somebody, to be honest with you. The devil, the devil. This deck just got real heavy, I'm not gonna lie to you. 3 of Pence. To me, this is new energy that's coming in. Something that's going to require teamwork. I don't think you were getting teamwork, or there was a third party scenario between a Pisces and an air sign. But let that other person have this person if that's the case. Don't go back and forth. It's not, let them teach them a lesson. Aren't you tired of that for whoever's in this situation? Because right now the universe is on your side. They're getting you out of a situation, whether you feel like you've been deserted or not, whatever the case may be, right? It's like, let go of this. Use that higher. I got a weird smell and I don't like it. It's almost like trash in a house. Like it's hot. Take the freaking trash out, ladies and gents. It legitimately smells like trash. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I know that probably sounds horrible to some of you, and it's no judgment passed at all. But I'm literally smelling trash, like smelly feet, like something like it's gross. It's why would you even want to be in that type of environment? I'm not saying you're living in trash or this person necessarily is trash. I'm just saying, like, it's no good. It doesn't even smell good. All right, don't you want to smell flowers? You want to smell flowers or trash? Flowers all day. And not something that's masked. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we have company coming, let's Febreze the house, or let's light a candle. No, this is something where it's like the essence in your house is already, it's good. What do you call that? Feng shui? Feng shui? Let's get that back into your house. There's a contract that's done. Let it ride. Ride, Sally, ride. Whatever that is. Ride, Sally, ride. So it's like you got the Knight of Swords. And it's like, I think you think there's some type of investment that's not going to come back around. You're going to get a message. And it's going to be quick, and it's going to be sharp, and it's going to be probably what you want to hear. There's no reading in between the lines. It could have to do with a new adventure, or it's just like you're waiting on someone to come back. Please stop. If I can teach you guys anything, please stop waiting to live your life. It can be hard. You can have your ups and downs. You can feel challenged with energy. You can hear someone's name, see someone. It doesn't even necessarily mean it's a test. It just means stuff goes down. Stuff happens. Like, I don't even think you're talking to this person right now anyway, which is good for you. But this would be telling me this is what is coming your way. So to me, it's like, do you really want to put yourself in a situation like this again? Because you're possibly feeling lonely right now. Because you just started feeling better. You just started with less stress. You just started sleeping better. You know, I'm sure you still shut your eyes and think about this person, of course. But imagine this person with a different face, please. Oh, it's, you know, the reality is sometimes you always have thoughts of a certain person until someone else steps in and replaces it. And it sucks to say it like that. But sometimes it's the truth. But it's going to be hard for anyone to step into any situation. If you're still having thoughts of something, that's no good. But they're subsiding, and the energy you're working with right now is literally taking the trash out for you. And that might be painful for some of you. But in the long run, it's definitely what's best for you. Okay? I do see a new contract coming in. Like a new soul contract that's going to bring a solid foundation. I'm talking, you're probably dealing with somebody who's straight to the point. It's telling you exactly how it is. You might have a new air sign coming at you. Tell me about this Knight of Swords real quick, because this is a new solid foundation coming your way. Even if it's just you in the household, you with children, you, just you itself, okay? It's about to turn around. Like, it's not going to feel so icky. It's like, I'm talking to whoever. Yeah, see, you got someone new coming at you. And it could be work, or it's just somebody is going to dedicate their time. It doesn't have to be icky, but it's some of you in that situation where it's like you walk in your house and it's like you got a cloud over your head, but it's like that's about to go away. Okay, it's open up your windows, rearrange your furniture, buy some flowers or plants, you know, light some candles, put some salt in each corner, help do the steps that you know is necessary too. You don't want to manifest this person back into your life. Because when you constantly think about someone over and over, it's like that void's constantly open. And I know for some of you, it's like all good, right? I'll try to keep it alive. I don't know what I'm smelling. I smell like burning plastic now. But it's like, that would be toxic. That would be toxicity, right? Or it's almost like someone chose someone else. Or vice versa, you did, but you still have thoughts of the past. Did I make the right choice? Did I not? But for those who just got themselves out of something, whether it was your choice or not, you do have a new start here. And this is where it's leading. So don't be discouraged. Stay strong. Okay, make smart decisions. This is also telling me you've already repeated this lesson with this person already. So don't do it again. There's no need. And if you do, They got your back. Okay. Have strength to move forward. Yeah, Ace of Pence right there too. Okay. Don't let something get the best of you. All right, because you got something new coming at you. Or you can choose to pick up where you left off with somewhere else, but it doesn't look like that would be the wisest decision. But again, you put yourself in that situation again and it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. There's only so many times you're gonna finally allow that before the universe will be like, enough, but I see something going in a good direction. Could it be with the same person? Possibly, but I would say in due time. I do feel external energy. Um, so take care of you, my little Tauruses. Others of you, High Priestess of Fire. But hold on, Taurus. Um, that could be, you pull the moon. Um, you're probably just getting out of some type of chaos, but don't let that chaos stop you from moving forward. Don't let pain stop you from moving forward. Don't, you got some beautiful things coming your way. This is a sign that you must trust your cut, which makes sense because you're the queen of air, right? Your instincts with the high priestess lead you through the darkness. And how crazy is that? Because you pulled it. See what I'm talking about? You pulled the you pulled the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess side by side, and that is the first meaning of this card. This is a sign that you must trust your cut. Your instincts and intuition will lead you through this darkness. See what I'm saying? Big message. With the moon, and it's a 5, it's a major change, okay? I don't want to put it up close. When you choose to see the moon, as your guide, you know it's necessary to look beyond the obvious and know the truth of some situations. Sometimes people would say one thing and you have a weird feeling it might mean another. You have this power. You are able to ask and know it. Choose another card for a deeper look at really what's going on behind the scenes. So it's like, not behind the scenes of like getting down and dirty with this person and finding out. This is behind the scenes with you and what's next. And I just gave you an outlook, okay? Tell me about the moon. So in all reality, you really don't need this card, but I'm going to give it to you. I feel like that was a good one too. And it was understanding, but let's see what popped out. Chaos. And that's what was at the bottom of the deck anyway, when I just said life is a little chaotic. But there's a deeper understanding, and in due time, it's one of those things where you figure it out. But chaos, okay? It says a storm is brewing and misunderstandings are common chaos in your life right now, okay? I told you about those understandings too. My child, you have nothing to fear. I am here to remind you that after the storm is cleared, life will begin again and better than before. The silly thing is, if you refuse to take shelter, you will get soaked and you will have a whole lot of damage to repair. If you create the chaos yourself, you'll have to clean it up. But if others cause it, you must step out of the way and wait out the storm. You'll be glad you did. A good thing to say to yourself is no drama. So you are going through all this is what I'm seeing, but I am also seeing a terrific outcome when it's said and done. So whatever it is that is on your minds again, please don't let it get the best of you. Don't feed into anything right now. Don't feed into freaking PBS. Don't feed into childish shit. Okay? I'm going to read you understanding because it's one of those things where it's like, you're having a little tough time understanding right now, even though you're persevering. This energy will come and go. This is a symbol of deep and true comprehension. There is one thing to read. It is another to understand, to truly understand something. You're being asked to keep an open mind and heart and allow yourself to absorb information as you receive it. Be open to the wisdom that can only come with time, patience, and perspective. Try to get outside of yourself and imagine what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes. It's to have the power. So what this is telling me too, if somebody does come back around, they're asking you to understand. If something just went down, they're asking you to understand. It's too much chaos in your life. You're smarter. You're better than that. What's that song? You're better than that. I don't know. Is it Beyonce? I keep hearing those lyrics. You're better than that. All right. So it just depends. And it's ironic because it says comprehension. There's something I read the other day and it said communication is key. And then it said false. It's not the communication that's key. It's comprehending what's being said is key. Makes sense, right? So I kind of know where you guys are at, whether it has the love situation or not, or you're just getting out of one, or there's something coming back in. If it's coming back in, you might feel that it's toxic, or somebody else might feel that it's toxic, but the universe is asking you to understand. Or there is something coming back in that still is toxic, that something needs to be fixed, but just don't let it get the best of you, okay? Because right now, if it hasn't come, it will, and whatever this energy is, it comes with lower energy, but you know better. Survivor, Destiny's Child. All right, so it's like, you know better. So either you're going through a major breakup and like let it be done, okay? And others, this would be somebody coming back into your life after a toxic situation. They're asking you to understand. They're not saying get with this person. It's just saying you could possibly have a new start, okay? But right now, if you feel like there's just chaos, don't worry about it. Step out of the way. Don't add fuel to the fire, okay? That's not how you succeed in life. So no matter where you're at, my little Tauruses, you're gonna be okay. Okay, and you got the full moon card, which takes place today. So you're gonna come into this understanding. I really feel like some of you are truly spiritual, truly spiritual beings, and you're unaware. But right now, you're working with the universe. You're working with energy, and spirit's energy. But you're legitimately working with energy of the planets. You're not really working with spirit. Spirit will always be around. Spirit will always have your back. They don't just disappear, right? But like, spirit is not what's pushing you through right now. You've been there and done that. It's higher power within the universe, okay? And now it's like you're kind of working with the universe in the flow of a direction. So there's got to be a big purpose here to something, and it might take a couple years to find it. It might take a couple weeks. You could have already been in the midst of it. So like I said, don't be upset if you're like, oh, I really want to, because when I found out that I no longer work with spirit, like, I work with spirit, but like, now it's universal. It's more of a universe pull. It's more planets, which is what I've always worked with anyway. But it's like you have to go through different stages of spirituality too. There's so many different realms and conscious levels of spirituality. Um, but no, I got plenty of angels and spirits always around me because of who I am and what I do. But I work more with energy now, and when you do that, it's because you've learned certain stuff, and you're more powerful, and there's more light to shine, there's more wisdom to give, there's more purpose. You're really on your purpose. You're in the midst of your purpose. Working with energies is still spirit, but it's also planets, okay? Movements. There's so much I can say about it, but I hope you kind of get what I'm saying. So don't get all bent out of shape if it's like, oh my god, like, it's just that it's that higher power now. You're working with the winds. You're working with earth, wind, fire, water, ethers. You're working with the ethers, okay? Which is pretty damn powerful, because that means you've mastered, all the tools of earth, wind, water, fire, okay? You're in a pretty powerful position. It doesn't mean your life has to change drastically, and it doesn't mean all these miracles have to come in, but it just means that you are in a powerful position. So it's like a new step into the light. So it's like, it's a new chapter. It could take 2 years for you to really get to where you need to be, but I'm telling you, by then your foundation would be set up perfectly. Everything would be aligned the right way, making the right decisions for your family, yourself. Like, I'm not saying it could take 2 years, but I'm just saying, like, you go through one lesson to learn another, and it took you years or a year or months to learn one lesson, right? So don't think that the next lesson's not as long. It doesn't mean it would be as difficult. Probably won't be as difficult, but you're always learning lessons, right? So I think that was a terrific read for Taurus. empowering. You might not even feel it. You might feel the shift emotionally. Some residuals, some anger pent up, but I don't know if you're physically feeling it as in like downloads. You wouldn't feel it like that at this point of your life because you're more attuned to energies now than just being in the beginning stages of working with spirit. I hope that makes sense to you. It's pretty powerful. Okay, so let's do my Virgos. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop off and I'm gonna pop back on. So we're not doing them together. So I have different energy. Okay, so I'll be back in like 2 minutes to do my Virgos. I love you.